Right then, welcome back. And today we're going to have a quick look at this new World Superbike game that Milestone are, well, they're pushing it quite hard. And, before we go any further, all I will say is a Superbike game is not the same as a MotoGP game. So why have they used, quite clearly, the MotoGP 22 engine, which, in my opinion, and other opinions are available, is shit. It's not a very good engine. The way the controller interacts with the game doesn't make sense. If you have any motorcycling experience or knowledge or anything, it just does not make sense. It is a very, very poor game. It doesn't play like a motorcycle game should. They should have used the Ride 4 engine, regardless of whether it's an older engine, and we can do more with this than the other. Nobody cares about rear disc brake temperature. No one's interested. Why? Because it's an irrelevance. You can ride as much as you want on the road or track, and unless that brake catches fire, nobody cares. No one is interested in rear brake temperature. Nobody needs a combined 64 million levels of traction control, anti-wheelie, engine braking and power. It's unnecessary. MotoGP bikes are complicated. MotoGP bikes are prototypes. They handle and ride unlike any other motorbikes in the world. A superbike is derived from a production bike. It should be based on a production bike's base level of physics, and it works on it from there. Nothing more, nothing less. So, rant over. Let's have a look at what we don't particularly like about the game. The first thing that is blatantly obvious is there's no grip, there's no feel. You can see, even though it says work in progress, you can see whoever is riding that Yamaha R1 has no clue where the grip is, what the bike's doing, what they need to do to correct it. They are literally reacting to what they're seeing on the screen and then mashing the controls to try and make the bike drive forward. The traction control and anti-wheelie are on level 5, which I'm assuming is the highest level, and yet the anti-wheelie barely flashes at all unless you're going over the brow of a hill. Now, if you've watched World Superbikes on the telly, guess what? They like to wheelie. They turn the electronics off, and Raz Gatlioglu will wheelie one until he runs out of track, straight, or fuel or petrol. It doesn't matter. It's just no. Through here, through turn 10, through turn 11, into turn 12, you can see the bike has no grip. They slow down so much, and yet the bike just obviously has no grip. I was really looking forward to this, and now I'm not. I'm very concerned that they've bought the license and took a cheap shot and just rehashed the MotoGP 22 game engine, which is absolutely abysmal, and just applied some Superbike meshes and engine noises and everything else. It's just unnecessary. It's just a cheap, shitty way of developing a game, and I'm not really very happy about it. I mean, there's not a lot I can do because everyone else that you watch in the world who's doing a comparison, it looks amazing, look how good it looks. I appreciate this fanboys everywhere, but the fundamental point is it has to play differently to a MotoGP game, otherwise it's just a MotoGP game with different skins. It's like Codemasters making an F1 game and using the Dirt Rally physics engine and going, yeah, but it's a racing game, so it doesn't matter. Look, they're F1 cars and they're all pretty and shiny, and no. I was really looking forward to this game coming out. I haven't got on with MotoGP 22 at all. Like I said, it's shit. I don't like it. The bikes feel very artificial. There's no, telegraphing of grip levels of when you're about to lose the front end. They just fold the front end for fun, and you've basically just got to hit braking markers. That's not what World Superbikes is about. It's not about that. It's about the bike sliding about. It's about having and knowing where the limit is and going over it, and the bike not just folding itself in half and you smashing into the tarmac. It's just no, absolutely not. Ride 4 is a much better engine. It's much more realistic in the way that you can play with the bike. I still think the gateway for when the bike slides and spits you off is way too tight. Bikes don't do that. If it slides and you have the room, guess what? It will keep sliding, and as long as you don't do something daft, it won't fire to the moon. So yeah, as a motorcyclist, and I am first and foremost a motorcyclist, I adore motorbikes. I love riding them. I spent time as an instructor for Honda. I've been riding bikes for over 30 years of my life. This is not a game for motorcyclists. It's a game for fanboys and YouTubers who want it to look pretty and shiny and go, oh look, well, I've got the latest and greatest game and it's amazing and look at it. No, absolutely not interested. Ride 4 was the first game as a motorcyclist that really pushed my buttons, and I thought, you know what, this is really good. Look how if I adjust the suspension I can get the back wheel off the floor. Look how if I tweak the way the track control works, it stops the bike sliding too wide under power. It actually is a very, very realistic physics engine, regardless of whether you like it or not. The fact is, it is a realistic representation of what riding a motorcycle is all about. MotoGP 22 is not. So, yeah, I feel like I've just ranted for 5 or 6 minutes, but I'm upset, I'm disappointed, I'm pissed off, and it looks like we're just going to keep doing ride, which is good because I've got about 1 million different about 1 million different endurance races to do. So yeah, World Superbike 22, no. Will I buy it? Probably. Will I regret it? Probably. But I can't slag it off and then not try it, can I? That wouldn't be very good of me, and I'd be remiss to just slag it off without trying it. I will probably try it, and I'll be honest and say I think it's just going to be another MotoGP 22 absolute steaming pile of shit, but that's what it is. Thanks for watching. If you've watched the trailer and you've watched some other videos, I haven't watched any other videos before I've recorded this about what people have done. I will, and I know there's a lot of positivity surrounding it, and there's a lot of people going, oh, it looks amazing, but no, I'm just sorry, no. Just let me know what you think. If you want an adult conversation about why it's probably going to be crap, then just leave me a comment and we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks a lot, fingers crossed. I will see you next time on a proper motorbike game called Ride 4, and we'll have some fun. Take care, stay safe, peace.